Hello, my name is Fernan Lopez. I am a high school teacher here in Ingoon, Alaska. I've been teaching for 10 years, 7 years in the Philippines, and 3 years here in Alaska. I teach English classes and I also handle or manage yearbook and school papers. In the realm of education, I believe in the profound power of touching the heart before engaging the mind. Education isn't just about transferring information, it's about nurturing individuals to become empathetic, resilient, and socially responsible beings. By prioritizing emotional connection and personal growth, we pave the way for profound intellectual development and lifelong learning. To touch the heart first means to recognize the intrinsic value of each student and to create an environment where they feel seen, heard, and valued. It involves fostering a sense of belonging, trust, and emotional safety within the learning community. When students feel emotionally supported, they become more open to learning, exploring, and taking risks. Understanding that human beings are holistic beings, we acknowledge that emotions play a significant role in learning and decision making. Therefore, my educational approach integrates social emotional learning alongside academic instruction. By teaching emotional intelligence, empathy, and self awareness, I equip students with essential skills for navigating life's challenges and fostering healthy relationships. I also embrace a philosophy of know better, do better, and feel better. This mantra encapsulates the cyclical nature of learning and personal growth. It acknowledges that knowledge alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by action and reflection to create meaningful change. Know better signifies the acquisition of knowledge and understanding through rigorous inquiry, critical thinking, and exposure to diverse perspectives. It encourages intellectual curiosity and a lifelong commitment to learning. Do better emphasizes the importance of applying knowledge in practical context and taking proactive steps towards positive change. It entails translating learning into action, whether through community service or personal development initiatives. Feel better underscores the transformative power of learning and growth on one's emotional well-being. As individuals engage in meaningful learning experiences and contribute to their communities, they experience a sense of fulfillment, purpose, and connection. In practice, my educational approach incorporates experiential learning, collaborative projects, and real-world applications to foster holistic development. I encourage students to reflect on their experiences, celebrate their successes, and learn from setbacks with resilience and optimism.
Good morning, my name is David Lewick and I'm the mathematics educator here in Angoon School. Best practice, teaching practice, I made some notes, so I'm sorry that I'm going to read. I think the best practice is to teach the students' learning style. When I became a teacher, I started teaching in the way that I had been taught, which was very old school, but I realized that that old school method didn't really work anymore, especially in math education, which is traditionally taught in a very linear way and required, back when I was in school, a lot of rote memorizing. Most of the students I have supported are much more visual and spatial in the way in which they learn, and so to be more effective as an educator, I had to adapt and create lessons that emphasize the students' skill and ability. And that plays out even more strongly here in Alaska, because I find that the best lessons are those that are place-based and are built on prior knowledge and support their learning. An example today is Friday, the 17th of May, and we always do an Ethnomath Friday and focus on not only Native Alaska culture, but then other cultures from around the world. And I find that students are more engaged in those lessons on Fridays than they are often in the regular course lessons. Philosophy of education. As I mentioned to you, when I first started teaching, I had a 3-page philosophy of education, and I'm not really sure how I knew that that was going to be valid. But mine now is very short and sweet. Education needs to be supportive of the various ways in which students learn. It needs to be cultural, or it needs to be inclusive and aware of cultural differences and values. As a lifelong learner, I'm hoping to inspire students into desiring to learn more about the world around them and the world they have yet to experience. And coupled with that, my hope as a teacher is that I learn more about culture and cultural values from my students.
My philosophy of education is the same as what I did when I was teaching. And that is, I believe all students deserve an equal opportunity in education. Best practice for administration, just in the 2 years that I've been here, I have learned that consistency is something that I need to stick to, because it doesn't matter who they are or what they're doing. As long as I'm consistent, then I don't know, it's just something that I've been advice that I've been given, and a practice that I've had to use in all students and staff, really.
Thus, by touching the heart before the mind and embracing the philosophy of know better, do better, and feel better, we aim to cultivate compassionate and empowered individuals who are not only academically proficient, but also socially conscious and emotionally resilient. Through education, we have the opportunity to inspire hearts, ignite minds, and transform lives for the better.